If there's anything that'll bore a car salesman, it's a lecture. Whether it's about a new model or one that's been around for years. Something that will interest him, or maybe even fascinate him, however, is to move his desk out of the school of theory into the open air of everyday practice.
Really? After 12 years, a completely new 12M? Doesn't look bad at all. I'm just wondering, though, does a new car necessarily mean a better car?
Good question. And it's the easiest thing in the world to prove. You just have to drive it. Acceleration 0 to 60 miles per hour in 25.5 seconds. Top and cruising speed 78 miles per hour.
That's all quite impressive, but not exactly sensational. A lot of cars can go fast, straight ahead. It doesn't get critical until you run into a situation like this. Wow, that's sensational.
This film, ladies and gentlemen, is of high documentary value, a valid witness of reality.
Well, that's almost unbelievable. Fantastic. It's great. There's one thing I want to know, though. Where does it all come from? That performance. Aha. What? A V4 engine?
Yes, with 50 horsepower and 1,200 cc displacement.
Sure is a peppy thing. Very interesting indeed. But where does that fantastic roadability come from? The whole world is standing on its head. Ford is building a car with front-wheel drive. Well, that's news.
People talk a lot about growing pains in a new car. But in this case, any talk about such things would be thoroughly unfounded. Because the vast resources of worldwide Ford engineering stand behind this technical development.
In short, V4 engine, front-wheel drive. Length, 167 inches. Width, 62.7 inches. Height, 57.4 inches.
Apropos, length times width times height equals roominess, interior roominess. You see, friend, that's the difference between theory and practice.
Chunk. Oh, yeah. There as usual.
Oh, too bad. A closer look into the spacious interior would have been well worth his while.
consumption, 31.4 miles per gallon. What do you know about that? This seems to be an exceptional car.
Mr. Salesman knows every technical detail about the car, as well as he knows his own name. And he's determined to prove it to anyone who'll listen. Well, sooner or later, he does get to the trunk. But right back to technical details: V-type engine, bore, stroke, compression ratio, and firing order.
How about a demonstration ride? If you please, sir. Here's how easy you shift from first to second. Notice how the over-square engine accelerates the car. Front-wheel drive takes literally everything in its stride. A curve to the right. Now just look how it takes this curve to the left. Now watch how the brakes take hold.
Yes, Mr. Salesman, do you have any idea at all who you're talking to?
So, I get a lecture after all.
No, my friend, it's all a part of seeing and trying out things. You have to realize that it's very difficult to convince a customer with technical details alone. The people who will be interested in buying the new Taunus 12M are all different. Each one is different. They drive differently, and each one has his own little problems. But yet, they still have so much in common that we could take one of them, any one of them, as a fair example for all. Now, for instance, here's an up-and-coming young man, enjoys a pleasant family atmosphere. Let's call him Mr. Prospect. He's even brought a few catalogs home with him. Still looking for that car to fill his personal needs, wishes, and his desires.
Oh, if I could only relax and have that spaciousness in my own car, with that same living room comfort. It would have to be practical, of course, but that's it. Still have a bit of steam in it. Get up and go. A car has to offer more convenience. No getting around that today. Run as smoothly as clockwork, and be as dependable as a good housewife. So many practical things make life easier for us. One thing for sure, though, can't be anything missing from the table. Economical and, yep, responsive to the second. That's what we expect.
Yes, life has become better and more comfortable, and cars have to follow suit. A lot of people tried, but no one was so successful in producing transportation for the masses as Ford was with the Model T. In the past few years, Mr. Prospect has come a long way, and not without difficulty sometimes. But these difficulties have actually helped him along his way. His personal satisfaction is certainly justifiable. Everything goes fairly smoothly now.
Yeah, a new car. Oh, if my bank account would only cooperate. Boy, would I really buy a dream car. The modern man expects some comfort in his brand new car. Plenty of luxury to show the world his place. Our living standards make him live just like a movie star. The prices rise and yet his salary can't keep pace. He'd like a car with sleeping seats for all emergencies. A great big house, he wants his share. Oh, but the money. Oh, but the money. But the money just isn't there. Oh, but the money isn't there. He'd like to own the fastest car to show to all his pals. The flying start would really put him way ahead. He'd like to zoom around the curves, impress the local gals, and yet feel just as safe as if he were in bed. This flashy car with all its extra special features would make him feel he's something rare. Oh, but the money. Oh, but the money. But the money, it just isn't there. Oh, but the money isn't there. Steamrollers are known all over the world for their stability. Though they are stable, they creep along at a snail-like pace. He'd like this quality of stable dependability, but won't allow pickup and speed to take its place. His car can't use a lot of gas or need much maintenance. It must be safe, big, fast, have flair. Oh, but the money. Oh, but the money. But the money, it just isn't there. Oh, but the money isn't there.
A good salesman is eager to learn what the secret wishes of his client are.
Now I know what he's dreaming about, and I have an idea.
Say, that's not bad at all.
That's the new Taunus 12M.
But how much does it cost? It's elegant, but a surprisingly big car. It's just what I'm looking for, but the big problem is still economy.
Mr. Prospect, we can't see economy, but it can be calculated and therefore proved. Especially in the high-performance, robust engine. Low cubic capacity means low fixed costs. Compact V-type construction means more interior space. As for fuel consumption per 100 kilometers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 liters. Good customer service is also a part of economy. Almost completely service-free with self-lubricating joints and bearings. 2-year permanent type antifreeze in a revolutionary new cooling system. And the engine requires inspections and oil changes, but once every 6,000 miles. And above all, the low purchase price. Don't worry, gentlemen. The new Taunus 12M is only half as expensive as it looks.
Well, that's all very convincing. But this economy must be at the expense of something else. Performance, maybe? And what about the driving characteristics?
Performance? I beg your pardon. Outstanding acceleration. High cruising speed. Just loves to fly up mountain grades with that fully synchronized 4-speed gearbox. And power reserves when needed most. For safe passing. decisive for safety is how the car handles. In curves, the front-wheel drive handles as easily as a trained horse on the long range. Another advantage of front-wheel drive in a car of this class and size is the missing transmission tunnel and differential, which benefits the luggage area.
He's right, remember?
Well, Mr. Prospect, isn't that the car you've been dreaming of?
We found the comfort and the luxury we've been dreaming of. Oh, what fun to really show the world our place. We found performance, safety, room, and all the flair we love. Not even the sharpest curves could keep us out of the race. Dependability and real built-in stability. At last our dream car's really there. As for the money, well, for this car, it's always been there. That's right. For this car, it's always been there.
So you see, Mr. Salesman, you and Mr. and Mrs. Prospect always win when you convince them that the new Taunus 12M is economical above all.